Hello everyone, this is 707 Bro Sound with another video. This time we're gonna draw Raichu. As you guys can see, this is how he ends up looking like. I do end up coloring on, but I won't show you guys till the end. Alright, so basically we're just gonna start by doing just a circle. So just try to make it as perfect as we can, and then we're gonna split that in the middle and try to get that right in the middle because it's really gonna help. So now we're gonna use the point where from that line, and we're gonna just do a kind of like a circular shape using those points to help us do another circle, which is gonna be a little bit bigger than the first one. And just pay close attention to the size of the circles and try to be as accurate as you can, because they are gonna be the shape of the body. So the more accurate you are, the better. The easier it'll be once you start doing the actual drawing. Right here, erase it just to clean it up. I can still tell where those lines are, so I do exactly the same, but just a little bit cleaner. So just do your first circle. I don't think I do the I do the middle of the line. Alright, so then remember, use those points from that line where it meets the circle, and just do another circle. And as you guys can see, the outside, it looks kind of like a moon, the moon shape. So try to be accurate. So as you guys can see, on both sides, top and the bottom, are the same thickness. So now that we got that done, we're gonna start doing the face. This is the rough sketch, so don't press too hard. And then right around the middle, we're gonna curve a little bit, and that's gonna be the cheek. So as you guys can see, it's just a little bit, it's not that much. And the reason for that is because the cheek is a little bit pronounced on Raichu. And then just follow along that circle. So it's not gonna be that hard, it's gonna be fairly simple as long as you guys stay close to the proportion of the circles. And then right here is just a straight line, and that's gonna be the ear. And as you guys see, it kind of curves a little bit, and we're gonna do kind of like a U shape. And as you guys can see, it goes a little bit further than the outer circle, and that's gonna be one of the ears. So right now we're just placing shapes. It's just a rough sketch to know where everything's gonna go and help us once we start doing the actual drawing. And right here, just do a line from one side to the other, and it curves a little bit, and that's just telling us where the middle is, if you guys will. And it's just gonna help us place the nose and the cheeks, because that's where the, let's see, where the cheeks are. Alright, so right here, do another line in the middle, and that's just to split it off. So we don't need those reference lines we did at the beginning. That was just to help us get it accurate. So now that line is just gonna help us place the nose and the mouth. So it's just basically telling us where the middle of the face is. So right here, I do the nose, and it does end up being in that line. So I do end up erasing it, but I put it back there. And then we'll use that middle line where it splits off, and then right at the bottom of the ears, you guys can see. So just pay close attention to where one starts and where the other ends. We're gonna do this kind of like a triangle shape. So as you guys can see, it starts on one side, it's like right in the middle of the face, and the other is like right under the ear where the ear starts. And then we're gonna start doing the other leg. Just try to draw this line. Right now, draw a line, and that's just to show you guys that it shouldn't be lower than that. So it's just to make it a little bit more accurate. And then we'll use the same shape of the circle to make the leg. So you guys can see I'm using that same the angle of the circle to do the leg. And then right now, erase those extra lines that we did. And right now we're just looking at shapes, trying to do shapes, so don't really look at the actual like Raichu. Right now we're just paying attention to shapes. And right now I'm just getting an eraser because I have one of those big square ones, and once we start doing more details, it's gonna be kind of hard to erase them. So right here, I go over it again. I use the same line from that circle and just do the leg. And then we'll just do kind of like a half circle on this side, but as you guys can see, it doesn't go all the way down, it goes around halfway of the other one. And now we're gonna do one of the foot. So as you guys can see how big it is, and then it starts around the stomach area and it just goes down. So as you guys can see, it's around the same size as the first triangle under the face that we did, the same length, and that's gonna be the foot. So the more accurate you are here, the better it'll be, the easier it'll be. So right now I do kind of like a line to place the other ear. So you place around where the ear starts across the head to the other side. It just it'll help you place the other ear. So now I'm doing the actual shapes of the ear. As you guys can see, it's kind of thick at the bottom, and then the further it goes, the thinner it gets. So right here, I just clean it up a little bit, erase it, just clean it up. I don't change it just to clean it up. So just look at the shape that it makes. Now that we got that done, we could do the other side of the bottom side of the ear, and it makes like a little pattern. It's really thin on that area. As you guys can see how far it goes from the body, and then just finish off the ear. So it kind of follows the same shape that we did first in the ear in the middle, but it's just a little bit probably twice as thick. And then right here I do another line just to help us see how high the other ear is supposed to be. So those lines really help on placing everything, just to make it a little bit more accurate. And then it has like a little pattern, and yeah. And also pay attention to how thick the ear is compared to the other one. On the the inner shape is the same thickness as the other ear. And now I'm gonna do the tail, and the tail could be any way you guys want it. It doesn't have to be perfect. And then first I just start doing one line, and I just start shaping it where I want it to be. And I'm using a reference that I got on Google. You guys could Google Raichu, and it's gonna be one of those images that first pops out. You guys will be able to tell right away which one it is, and if you guys want to go look at it and use that as a reference, then you guys can. But yeah, just Google it. And then right here I'm just doing the other side of the tail, and just try to be as accurate as you can to the thickness of the tail. Like, don't do one side way thicker than the other side. Only like once it starts going into the thunderbolt shape. And the thunderbolt shape, I do it's probably around I gotta say the same length as the whole body of Raichu. And like I said, just look at those shapes that it makes, and then it splits off around there. I really like the shape of Raichu. And then we're gonna start doing those details, those marks on the back. You guys could do a straight line that goes across the ear, just so it could be a little more accurate for you guys, for placement purposes. But I don't really do that here. And he does have two of those marks, but one comes out from this line right here. So I kind of use that same line from the circle to do it, and just try to make both of those marks in the back on the same thickness. And then just erase any any of those extra lines that we don't need now, that because basically we got the shape pretty much done. So all those extra lines are not needed anymore. And as you guys can see, it's starting to look like Raichu already. We just need to start adding all those details. So right here I'm just making the shape of the head a little bit darker. I'm just cleaning it up a little bit. I honestly don't know why I erased that middle line that goes across the face, but I guess I did erase it. Now for that shape right there, we're gonna around halfway just split it and make it into another of those shapes. It's just a smaller one, and then the other one, and those are gonna be the hands, the arms, and then we'll use that same line to make the belly, the belly. And now we're just gonna add all those small details on the arms, because they're like almost at the tip, not halfway. It's probably like a third of the way. And now I'm just gonna start doing the actual drawing now. So I'm adding all those small details, the toes, and if you guys did an accurate shape at the beginning, this is where I said the more accurate you are in doing those shapes, the easier it'll be. So like right here, like I try to be as accurate as I can, that way I don't have to change much once I start doing the actual drawing. So I like the shape and how big that leg was at the beginning, so I use it and I just start fixing it and adding all those small details. So this line is also on the leg, like on the arm, and then we start doing the other side and adding the small details. And that's the other foot. So he has 3 toes, and just try to make them even. So I erase it right here just to clean it up. Do the toes, and then that line that splits off. So the pose that it makes is kind of like if he's running, if he's sprinting on 4 legs. So now we're gonna do the cheeks. So I'm using that same line we did at the beginning in the middle of the face to make the cheeks the same size, and one's really showing, the other one's half. So right here, you guys don't have to do this because I'm really bad at doing faces, especially eyes. So I have a hard time doing the eyes right here. So I'm not gonna show you guys that where I started doing the eyes. I'll just show you how it ended up looking like, because I spent probably like 5 minutes trying to get those eyes, and then I wasn't successful. So yeah, so I think we're done. Now I'm just gonna show you guys the final picture of how it ended up looking like right now. So yeah, so this is how it turned out. As you guys can see, I just made the outline a little bit darker, and I erased all those extra lines that we didn't need. And the eyes, as you guys could tell, on the face there's some marks that I wasn't able to erase 100%, because like I said before, I spent probably like 5 minutes doing eyes over and over and over again. But yeah, so I like how he turned out. You guys can use this as a reference to get your details, and you guys could pause the video that way to your convenience. And yeah, so I didn't change that much. I just changed the eyes and the mouth. So as you guys can tell, on the mouth, it's just look at the shape, because it makes kind of like this. What kind of shape is that? I don't know, it's just a weird shape. Like right at the center, like right under the nose is like where the middle is, which is where a point is, and then there's just a small line to the left, and then to the right it's probably like twice as long, and then it curves a little bit. Just look at the shape, don't really think of the mouth. Yeah, so I didn't really change that much, it's still the same sketch that we did at the beginning. So I'll show you guys how I colored them, but remember, this is not a how to draw, this is just how to well, this is not a how to color, I mean, sorry. This is just how to draw. Well, I'll show you guys how mine turned out right now. And as you guys can see, it's really dark. I wasn't really too happy with it. The reason why is because this is my second time drawing them. My second video trying to draw them. The first one wasn't too successful. I'll show you right now, as you guys can see. But here I used color pencils to color them. But I wasn't really happy because he looks really evil. I don't like how the eyes turned out. Although I do like how like the dark look, but I just wasn't really too happy with it, especially because of the feet. They're a little bit too chubby, too round. I just didn't like how those turned out, and once I colored them, then I really couldn't take that back. So I decided not to upload that video and instead change them. But this one was a little bit harder, so it kind of worked out in the end. It was a little bit more difficult to do. There's a lot more shapes, but I really like that shape. But it was just I don't know, it just didn't turn out how I liked it. And I used the same colors, but on this one right here that I'm showing again, I used these different color pencils. They're not color pencils, they're like chalk pastel, well, yeah, color pencils. And the points are a little bit thicker, you really can't get a sharp point, so I really had trouble doing this one since it's not that big. And I didn't have a wide selection of colors, and the reason I used these right here is because I found them today, and I only used them once when I bought them, and then I saw it was kind of hard to do them, so I just left them. And they were really expensive too. For like a set of 12, it was like around 50 bucks, so yeah, they were really expensive. So I decided to try them out again. And if you guys want to know what colors I used, I just used like burnt orange for the whole body, and then on the dark areas I used like a brown, light brown, just to make it a little bit darker. And then for the ears, on the dark parts, I used the light brown for the highlights and a darker brown for the shadows. Although you really can't tell them apart. The only part that you could tell the two colors are on the left ear. It's kind of lighter on the left than the right, but it's not that noticeable. And then for the yellow, I used the regular yellow and a gold for the shadows. It's really noticeable right there on the cheeks. And then also I did the same for the ears, the belly, and the tail. And then for the actual tail, it starts off black, and then it ends up being like the dark brown. And the reason for that is because on the reference that I used, it went from black to a dark gray, but I didn't have any grays, so I just used what I could. And then it was kind of like, it didn't look right, so what I did was I used a Sharpie just to outline the whole drawing, and also color in the eyes, although I still don't like how they turned out. But it's I like this one better than the other one. It just looks a little bit more better, and overall it was a lot more easier to do. So yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed. And here, let me show the other picture right now. Here in this one, as you guys can see, there's Pichu and Pikachu. I also did those videos, so if you want to learn how to draw those, I'll leave a link at the end of this video for each one if you guys want to go check them out. And this line was pretty simple, honestly. It wasn't that hard. It's all about getting those shapes exact, and it'll just be easy at the end once you do the actual drawing. So if you guys want to go check those out, go check them out. Like I said, a link in the end. Yeah, so I use colored pencils for those. But like I said, it's just how to draw tutorials, not how to color. So yeah, so I just want to say thanks for watching. Also, before we go, I just want to say that if you guys could upload your pictures that you guys do, and then post the link on the comment section. But just a tip, don't upload them to your Facebook or something and then post the link from there, because then everybody will be able to see your Facebook and know who you are. So I really recommend just a different website, one that doesn't really show your personal information. I don't really know any websites other than Photo Bucket, but that's a really old website, so I don't really know if it's still running or not. But I would really appreciate just to see how your drawings turn out, you know what I mean? And if you guys have any suggestions and any other Pokemon that you guys want me to draw, feel free to tell me. And also like the video, it really helps me a lot. I really appreciate your likes, and subscribe for more videos. I do a video almost every day. So yeah, so I just want to say thanks for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys next time. 707 Brostown out.